Finally. Just kidding, I do love Scorpio season, but kind of, yes, finally. How are we doing, everybody? Alyssa here. My eye is twitching because we're finally done with Scorpio season. On the real though, I'm pretty tired and also excited because Sagittarius season is finally here soon, in a couple days, pretend. So we need some optimism. We need some positive energy, some momentum. And this is the perfect opportunity to just get your groove back, okay? For one, the eclipse season time took a while. Felt like it lingered. Saturn went direct. We're getting these spiritual lessons. We are growing. We are maturing. We are emotionally starting to connect the dots with certain things. And when we are in the time of Scorpio, we really start to get in those deeper layers of grief and start to, as I've been saying, dig out the weeds and get to those inner emotional root issues, traumatic issues, problematic pattern cycles. You know, we start to look at those things and we start to turn those stones, right? We start to investigate and start probing into the root meaning and what we can do to transcend and transmute and transform this energy that's coming up. As a Scorpio sun and Mercury and Pluto and a Capricorn moon, I will note, I can speak to the more, you know, deep, intense, emotional, you know, shadowy side of spirituality. And I really appreciate that I have that Sagittarius rising to kind of lighten the intensity and bring some optimism and bring a little bit of almost humor, might I say, to the energy of that work and of that space that doesn't always get acknowledged, but it's very vulnerable and it really requires us to get deep with ourselves and get deep with our emotions. So anyways, while we're starting to wrap up those lessons of Scorpio and move into Sagittarius, which is, you know, the space after we get into the depths of the shadow space and we have that transformational experience and we start to, you know, tell ourselves like, I want to lighten up. I want to take this experience and go somewhere and take it with me and have it be an experience, a learned experience, right? Because that's how Sagittarius works. They are the, you know, centaurs that are seeking that higher knowledge. They have strong beliefs, strong philosophy, and, you know, that is created from the depths of Scorpio and from going into our own spirituality, going into our own cave-like space in the fall season when we start to go more inward. You know, that's really where we're at right now. And so things will start to feel a little bit lighter. But the Sun-Mars Cazimi is definitely an aspect and a moment in our astrology this week where I really feel like it's important to talk about that. Mars is our competitive nature, our aggression, our will, and our drive. And so with the sun energy, you know, beaming Mars, making this energy really expansive and powerful, you know, we'll see where we want to assert our action or our courage or this braver side of ourselves that's going to want to take, you know, that's going to want to fight for something and take action on something. So find what that is for you right now, you know, diving deep and seeing where it is that you want to put that space or that courage, that strength. That's where it's at. And so this Sun Mars Cazimi is a moment where you're going to see how you can handle your own anger outbursts, your own triggers, your own emotional desires